Guys, this is Andy here, fingerboard NJ. Apologize. A few people have asked me this already, even though you guys have seen most of everything I have, and I do have a lot of fingerboard stuff compared to certain people, but then there's other people out there I know that have like 20 times more shit than I do, and I'm sorry, my phone's blown up. So anyways, this is my fingerboard collection video, because people keep asking, and I'm not going to go through all my obstacles and absolutely everything. And there's some of my fingerboard gear that's actually not here. I have another 2 boxes worth of stuff, but I have quite a bit here. I'll explain what the other stuff is in another video. It's kind of a long story, but anyways, I'm going to show you through the boxes. I basically have 2 main fingerboard boxes. You know, you see the drawers empty. There's just a few things in there. So this is the gist of my collection. I'm not going to go through all the tech decks. I have a ton of tech decks. My daughter uses them. She loves them, so I keep them. And also, I'm neurotic about this. As you guys can see, I keep all my boxes. I have a couple boxes worth of just packaging. Just for the, you know, slim chance that I actually decide to sell any of the stuff. I have the original packaging, probably get more money. Not that I would ever sell this stuff. And people ask, number one, why do I have so much stuff? I do not buy any of this stuff assuming any of it's going to make me a better fingerboarder, have a cooler style, or get sponsored. I buy this stuff because I enjoy fingerboarding, and I collect fingerboarding stuff like people collect cards and coins. So if you want to comment that I waste a lot of money, good for you. I make good money doing what I do. I obviously have the money to spend. My kid is not going hungry. She's actually quite little chub. But anyways, I collect this stuff. I don't expect to buy anything to improve my fingerboarding style or anything of that nature. I don't expect to get sponsored, nor do I really want to get sponsored, because that requires a lot of work and like having to force feed, like make videos. I'd rather just work and buy the stuff. Anyways, here it is. First, I'm going to go through some grip. I have more grip than this. I just didn't want to get the other bag out. First, this bag is filled with scraps, and I keep old grip that I could take off the boards. I could use this for another board, or most times I use it for non-sliders. I keep old grip for my obstacles because I always build and modify my obstacles. So I always keep my old grip. Either if I run out, I do have full sheets, as you see, or I could cut them up and use them as non-sliders. I don't always keep my grip when I change it. When I remember to, I do. But I like to keep all my old grip for non-sliders, or you never know. It's not like it's going to kill you to keep it in a bag. That's all sorts of random grip. The next bag, there's 3 bags in there. This is probably this is like 7 sheets. This is a P-Rep Chape. There's also another brand in there. This is just a couple sheets. I have tons of this stuff. I just have a couple sheets out. Given Northwood's clean sheets is my preference, but my second favorite is definitely the P-Rep Chape. The only reason I don't like this as much as the Northwoods is the P-Rep Chape wears out quite quickly. So I have a good amount of grip there. And then last bag of grip, which is predominantly Northwood's clean sheets, which I have more. I just couldn't fit it in the bag. I fell in love with Northwoods. I ordered a set of Y trucks, and they sent me a free 3-pack of this stuff from Northwoods, and I fell in love with it instantly. It went on all my setups. So I went out and I bought a bunch of it, a couple 6-packs. This has got a few sheets of Northwoods, and then I also have, I don't know where the other one is, but I do have another one. I have 2 sheets of the Berlinwood engraved. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but you can see the Berlinwood logo grip tape. I have a few sheets of that laying around. And then I have another unopened pack of Northwood's clean sheets. Want to rep it? Make sure you guys get it. NorthwoodsFB.com. I don't know why I had to take all this out, but you guys want to see my stuff, I'll show you. So I have plenty of grip. Because I make my own decks, so it's nice to have grip when you make a deck. I'm not going to go through all my decks that I've made. Because I'm not ready to launch them yet. Anyways, a ton of stickers. I have a few bags of stickers. I mean, like, literally, there's probably about 1,000 stickers in this bag. Or, actually, I have no idea. Really, probably not. Maybe a couple hundred. But you can see I have a few of these sticker sheets. I have the flat face one. I have a few of the oak ones. I got a cool new flat face sticker today. Well, not today, a couple days ago, the what the motherfuck one. I got this new one, which is awesome. It's like a crossword sticker, and it is a sticker, which is awesome. It's one of their new ones. I have tons of Black River stickers, Berlinwood stickers, the ones that say extra stickers, you know, big, P-Rep. I have tons of stickers. I have a big Ziploc bag full of them too. Like I said, I don't need to get them out. You guys know what stickers look like. Into the first box, this is basically just like the spare parts or, you know, overflow box. First, this is sticky tack. I have tons of sticky tack. This is used for holding obstacles in place on the slick surface if the non-sliders aren't working. Some extra skate wax, which actually I think this is wax for my snowboard, which works really well for obstacles. A couple of these vials, blood tubes that I used to store wheels in occasionally. I haven't been doing it recently. Some extra Black River chain, some more wax. Just an extra bag of wheels. Most of these are like Tech Deck wheels. Some bearing, yeah, those are bearing wheels. Some random bearing wheels. And I think there's, yeah, maybe. Might be a set of Winkler wheels in there. Just some random extra wheels that wouldn't fit my containers. Here's just some random wooden decks. These are Tech Deck wooden competition series or something like that. These are just some random China decks, extra Y truck tool, screwdrivers, nothing too exciting. This is not all of my trucks. I have more dump trucks. I have another bag full of them. But I have tons of dump trucks that I was able to order from China. Some of them are the 32s and some of them are just the regular 29. Not going to take them all out. But you can see some are used and some are brand new, never been used, like never even mounted these. But I got a really good deal on them. I have tons of dump trucks, so every setup I have could be set up. It just takes up too much space. So all those decks in there could be set up. I have enough wheels and hardware to do it all. It's not a problem. But you see tons of dump trucks, and there's just a set of Tech Deck longboard trucks in there. This is just some extra storage, some of my Black River tools and regular Tech Deck tools, and you know, that's it. I'll go through some of the decks. I'm sorry this is taking forever. You guys wanted to see it, so I'm going to go through it. This was my first wooden fingerboard ever. Well, one of them. One of two. I'll show you the other one when it gets to it. It's a P-Rep 30mm deep mold. Here's another P-Rep 30. Same thing. Another P-Rep 30, different color. This was my other, one of my first wooden fingerboards. I bought the 30 and the 32 because I didn't know which size I would like. And I started off using a 30mm and eventually got in the 32. This is one of the decks I made. It's based off like a P-Rep shape, but different tails. The kicks are a little lower. Another deck that I made, I believe. It's 31mm. It's like a Galaxy Nebula kind of theme. This is my probably favorite deck of all time. My P-Rep Low, my first one, the 32mm. You guys have seen this before. This deck's got a lot of use on it, but it's still got a lot of pop. I just retired it because I finally made the effort to go buy more, as you can see. Another P-Rep Low, 32mm. These are the new series of graphics, the Fade graphics, which are real wear graphics, and I'll show you in a minute. The white one, which is torn to hell, and then I have it in blue, because this is my favorite deck shape of all time. That's why I ordered a couple of them while they had them in stock. They usually run out of stock of the graphic ones pretty quick. They always have the low molds in, but it always seems every time I would go on there to buy one of the graphic 32mm low molds, it'd be out of stock. So when they had all the ones that I wanted in stock, and they're only, you know, like $10 a deck, I decided to buy all the colors I wanted in one shot, so I never have to worry about it. And you guys saw I did have them set up. That was just to show you, but I'm not using them all at once. So I break everything down just for storage issues. That's box one. This drawer is just predominantly fingerboard shit. Best investment ever is a magnet on a stick. It's a mechanics magnet. It's for dropping. If you have carpet on your floor, anywhere you drop a nut or a screw, you know, they're hard as hell to find. This makes it easier to pick it up, to run it across the floor, and eventually it'll catch it. A little ruler to measure millimeters. Caliper's more accurate. I recommend that. On into my main box. Wow, it's already at 10 minutes. Sorry, guys. Okay. we'll start with this stuff over here. These are trucks that I plan on using, or are better trucks, or just wider trucks. I'll put them back as we go. Here's the P-Rep Space 32mm trucks, the white ones that were on the white setup, which I exchanged for the wide trucks. Matching truck, white tuning, which is awesome. Black River 29mm Super Silvers, which don't have the lock nuts on them. I think I took them off and put them on my wide trucks. Black River Blue and Red 29mm, which I do use. I just took them off one of my setups because the deck actually cracked. See, the paint's worn off. You can't buy these. These are two different Black River trucks mashed together. Another set of P-Rep Space trucks in green. And then my Tech Deck Longboard 33mm trucks. They're not 32, they're actually over 33s. I don't really like these, but I keep them around because I will eventually need them. Next cup. I'm not going to take everything out. There's some of my wheels. I make my own wheels. Well, I don't make them, I modify them. I don't want to say I completely manufacture the wheel. I make them so they fit Black River trucks, and I change the bearings out. You can see green, the new blue color I have, and then the whites. There's some pivot cups and there's some risers in there as well. I'm not going to go too deep into everything, but top one's empty. Top one is usually where I keep wax, but I had it out. This is some extra hardware. These are extra set of Y-Truck base plates, extra Black River axle, Y-Trucks lock nuts, 2 sets of them, Black River screws, Y-Trucks hex screws. There's a whole bunch of the high-end truck hardware. You know, this isn't China hardware. This is either Black River lock nuts, Y-Trucks lock nuts, or, you know, Y-Trucks base plates and kingpins, and just some extra shit. I just like to keep that separate because that stuff's obviously more expensive. On to the next. Go to the top one first. This is where I keep most of my bushings and tuning. I have more, but it's in a bag somewhere. This is all just Tech Deck tuning. All that yellow ring, I just keep it. I don't know, you never need it. There's some green random tuning. There's my custom bushings in there. There's some TKYs. Actually, 2 sets of TKYs. Regular Black River whites. I think those are Grindser. Or teak, whatever you want to call it now. Just a bunch of tuning. I wire all my stuff together, make it easier so I don't lose it. Next one, I'm not going to open it. It's just a whole bunch of washers. This one's washers, like reel washers or bushing washers. These are nuts. Some of them are lock nuts. I found a place where you can get the Y-Trucks lock nuts, but you need a smaller tool. So I have some of those in there. They're actually not from Y-Trucks, but it's a company in China. A whole bunch of screws, all different shapes, colors, and sizes. I'm not going to open those. Those are messy. Here's some of my wheels. Like I said, I make my own wheels, so I have tons of them. I have a box like this full of them, but these are the ones that I've used in the past or plan on using. You can see my two-tone blue and black ones that I made. I figured a way to print graphics on them, which is really cool. And I'm sorry I haven't been listing them on eBay or selling them. For everybody who's been asking, I'm really trying to, you know, get a real nice finished product and packaging and do a lot of beta testing before I sell it, because I don't want to have any problems. I don't want to turn around and start selling wheels and have everybody want to return them. This is just a screwdriver that's got a bunch of different screwdriver bits in it. It's pretty handy. My daughter's favorite fingerboard. She's a 3-year-old, almost 4. Just non-bearing wheels, because these are the only pink wheels I had. Just regular Tech Deck, Northwoods clean sheets on it. I changed it not that long ago. I actually use this. Kind of hard because it doesn't roll that well, or it feels like it. Actually, there's bushings in it. She likes it loose, just like that. Just some random tools. My favorite tool is a Tech Deck tool. I think it comes with the Hexbug one. Just some wax, Black River tool. I'm not going to get into those. This is my main setup. This is what I use 90% of the time. Like I said, this is the P-Rep. You can see the real wear graphics. This is a 32mm low mold with Y Trucks X4. They were blue and black, but I took all the blue off the hanger when it started to chip. So now they look like the United. But they're X4s, Y Trucks tuning, flat face G4 wheels that were on my other deck, but I think they look better on this. And this is what I use most of the time. So you can see it does have real wear graphics. Looks just like the wear on a Berlinwood. And I've been thrashing the fuck out of this. I've only had it for like a week and a half, but I've been using it on concrete and some wood. You can see the wear pattern looks really similar to a Berlinwood, as you can see. So P-Rep has really stepped up their graphics. Real wear graphics are a lot nicer on all these new decks. Put that back, show that in a minute. Here's another P-Rep setup, because these are my favorite decks. Like I said, I bought a bunch of them. P-Rep low mold, 32mm. This is my favorite graphic of all time, out of anything. I was never able to get this in 32mm. It was always out of stock. I had this in a 30mm, but it's got the P-Rep space trucks, red base plates, black, the black tuna bushings, my custom wheels, which are pretty much the same thing as the CNC lathed wheels. I'll show you this one because it's the same. This is just another version of it. P-Rep 32 low mold. P-Rep space trucks, which are awesome. Basically CNC wheels, Northwoods clean sheets on all my setups. The reason why I put Y trucks on this is because the white ones, the space trucks that were on here, if you saw my last video, I'm going to shape them. So I threw the Y trucks on for the time being, because this is what I use, given I like Berlinwoods and stuff. I use the P-Rep low mold 90% of the time at least. Favorite setup ever. It's just my dream setup. Berlinwood wide, classic concave, 32mm. Black River trucks, my ADT wheels, which are really old now. Random, I think, teak tuning, or mine, or just random bushings. All the graphics are worn off. That's just the sticker. You can see all the graphics are going out the middle, most on the tails. This was the flat face Scion deck, purple bottom ply. This is the regular. You guys have seen this one. This is the Berlinwood extra wide, 33.3mm. Black River yellow base. Those are the super silvers. So these are the yellow base TKY bushings. My wheels that I think look really nice on it. That roll awesome. ADT wheels, just an oak sticker. You can see the graphics are just starting to wear away. I've been using this a lot. This is a 33mm, so you guys can see the difference. It's quite a bit bigger. You saw that one. This one I just got. So for all you haters who think I spend too much money on this, brand new setup. Fuck you. That's all I got to say about that. This is a Berlinwood extra wide low. This is the 30.3mm, 33.3 low mold. It's got less concave. The kicks are the same, but you can see the concave's a lot, flatter. This is the Berlinwood Cat Edition, oak sticker. Oak wheels. These are the new Oak RV2 wheels, which are the same thing as the RV wheels, just a little wider. As you can see, they are wider. I got them because it's a wider deck. I'm not a big fan of oak wheels, but I have two other sets that I'm not sure where they are. But these are the red. You can see the oak. Super nice. Love the sound they make. They're not my preference in wheels, but they matched and they look cool. Northwoods clean sheets, and that's about it, guys. That's my whole collection. Obviously I have more obstacles, like my homemade jersey barrier, and most of my obstacles I make myself, so it gives me a little more money to spend on the fingerboards, because I can't make fingerboards as well as these people. I do make my own decks, and they are coming out really nice, and I've been making my own wheels, and now I'm working on my own shaped truck, which is going to be something. It's not anything revolutionary, but for the price, they're going to be, I think, like $6-7 they projected. They're going to be awesome trucks. Basically what they are is a P-Rep space truck with basically a kingpin bolt, like a Y truck, so you don't get caught up, but there's a few other things I've changed on them. I'll show you guys that when they're ready. But that's it. For all you people who don't like how much stuff I have, you're either just jealous or have nothing better to do with your time. Suck it up, get a good job, and you can buy this stuff too. I don't expect any of this to make me cool person, because fingerboarding is kind of lame. I don't expect any of this stuff to make me a better fingerboarder or get me sponsored. I buy this stuff obviously because I like it, and that's pretty much about it. So